Hello everybody and welcome back to my YouTube channel. I really hope you're all doing okay and having a great day and an amazing week. My name is Effy and today I'm updating you on my project pan. If you've never seen my project pan before, this is running all year round and I have a full face of makeup and some skincare and body care and hair care, which I try and use up in the space of 3 months. I had a set for the first 3 months, for the second 3 months, we're now in the third set of 3 months, and then for the final set of 3 months I bring back all the products that I didn't manage to use up and try and use them up before the end of the year. We are 2 months through this quarter, so I only have 1 month left to try and get these products used up, but today I'm going to be updating you on how many times I've used them and how I'm feeling about them at this point. I will say we do have some empties, which is great, but let's just get on with the video. If you enjoy it, please give it a big thumbs up, and if you like my content, please consider subscribing. I put up 2 videos a week and it's always makeup content, so if that sounds like the type of thing, then this is the place for you. I do have 2 project pans running this year. This is the first one and the other one is fully eyeshadow based. I update that one every quarter, so if you're interested in those you can always subscribe, and I will leave both of the playlists linked in the clickable I button wherever it is and in the description box in case you're interested. But now let's go on with the video. So we're going to start with makeup. I do have a lot of it on my face, not all of it. You will not have seen this video yet for this makeup, but it is coming soon, I promise. But it was a testing video, but there wasn't a lot to test, so the rest of it is my project pan makeup. And we're going to start with our primer. We have the XX Revolution Pink Elixir Primer. I've used this 11 times in the past month. It's going down slowly. Because of my skin type, I get really porous around like my nose, my forehead and like my chin. So I use a different primer to help that in those areas, and then I just put like 4 tiny little drops of this, one here, one here, one here and one here, just to use it on the rest of my face. It does give a nice sparkly glow. I will say I have it all over my face today. I am enjoying it, it smells nice, I'm loving it. But XX Revolution have discontinued this. I even messaged them on Instagram to check and they said yeah, it's been discontinued, which is a shame because I actually really like this. Then we have our foundations. These are 3 of the Revolution Conceal and Define foundations. I have a shade F1 and 2 F2s. I've used this 15 times in the past month. I'm sorry if you can hear the traffic. It gets really hot in this room and I cannot film without the windows open because this is like my 4th video I've filmed today. So I'm sorry if you can hear the traffic. But I count these, so if I use F2 and F1, that counts as 2 uses, even though it's only like not a full face. But anyway, so I've used these 15 times. F1 is still going strong. This F2 I think is finished. This F2 I'm still using, but I think it's finished. You can kind of see how it's starting to get these gaps, and it's been like that for a while, so I just started using the other one. Not much product comes out. It's looking pretty empty in there. I'm going to count this as done. Concealer, and we have the Collection Lasting Perfection Concealer in the shade 1 Porcelain. I've used this 13 times in the past month. I still like it, it still works well, there's still a fair amount left in here. I've got it on today. It works really nicely. I've been going to work a lot more often recently, like into the office, so I wear my makeup in the office. I've used this pretty much every time, really enjoying it. Powder, and we have the Primark Bake It setting powder. I've used this 14 times in the past month. I'm still really enjoying it. I think it is starting to go down. It's really hard to tell how much is left in there. I guess if I put it sideways, it's down to about here. Hopefully you can see that. So there's not loads left in there. So I don't know if I'll get it finished up by the end of the year. Definitely not in the next month, but I am really enjoying it. Blush, and we have the Rude Cosmetics Blush Crush Level Up palette. It looks like this. You can probably tell by the ring of pigment around this one that I've been using this shade a lot. I've used this 14 times in the past month, and again, 1 use is 1 colour, so if I use 2 and mix them, that's 2 uses. Although what I will say is I've pretty much been using this one on its own quite a lot recently. If I'm doing more of a pink look, I'll probably mix these 2. Sometimes I mix these 2, sometimes I mix these 2. I like to mix and match. The bottom row doesn't really get used. They're a bit too dark for me. But yeah, 14 uses, still really enjoying it. Happy that it's in here. Glad I've got some choice in what blush I use. It's going strong. Then we have our bronzer. This is the Wet n Wild Colour Icon bronzer in the shade Ticket to Brazil. I've used this 10 times in the past month. This is such a light bronzer. I actually have it on today, but whenever I use this, I kind of just put it all over my face and then go in with a different bronzer. For example, today I've used the Doll Beauty Gimme Sun in Light, and I use that just to really add a little bit more depth. I could pretty much use this all over my face. It's so sheer, but that means I am digging into it a fair amount every time I use it, which is pretty good. Then we have the Ofra Highlight in the shade Pillow Talk. It looks like this. I've used it 5 times in the past month, which isn't a lot, but weirdly, I generally tend to prefer pink tones in terms of eyeshadow, lip colour, highlights. I think pink tones really suit me. I've just been wearing brown all month. I've used my browns so much and I could not tell you why. I've just been wearing brown a lot recently. Like, this lip colour is brown. I don't know what's happening to me. I'm really not sure. So I've only used this 5 times, but I've been reaching into a bunch of my golden highlights, and I specifically put this one in here because last quarter I had a gold highlight in and I kept going for my pink highlights, and now we've just Uno reversed it, which is a bit frustrating, to be honest. Primer, I've used this 12 times in the past month, and I've noticed I must have been like really stupid when I've been screwing the cap on, because the cap is cracked all the way along. It's got like 3 or 4 cracks in the lid because I think I've just tightened it too much and the lid's just snapped, which isn't ideal, but you know, it is what it is. I'm still using it. I've got it on today. I use it for work. I really enjoy it. I will 100% replace this when I run out of it. But yeah, 12 uses, pretty good going. I have also used some different eye primers here and there in videos and stuff, so that explains why it's not loads, but it'll do. My eyeshadow palette, and we have the Soap Revolution eyeshadow palette. Do you notice anything different? I think that's a new pan. I don't think that was here in my last update. Correct me if I'm wrong. But yes, I hit pan. Let me just check. Wait, I hit it on the 31st of July. So no, it wouldn't have been there in my last update. But I'm pretty proud of myself. I'm thinking before the end of this quarter, I'm going to have a pan in this shade. Maybe this shade as well. Maybe this shade as well. But weirdly, I've been going for like these shades, which I've never used before. I used these 2 shades this month, which I've never used before. I'll put up a picture on screen showing you how many times I've used each shade, but I'm pretty proud of myself. I've not used every shade, but the ones I have used, I've been really trying to concentrate my usage and pick the same shades over and over and over again so that I can get some pan in them. Unfortunately, I have only had 1, but I reckon I can up that a little bit. Also, just for context, that is the first eyeshadow pan we have had this entire project this year. I have had 3 eyeshadow palettes now in this project, and that is the first eyeshadow pan we've hit. So I'm very, very proud. Also, if you're into eyeshadow panning, I do now have an Instagram page for hitting pan on things like eyeshadow. There's a couple of highlight pans in there as well. It's just at Effys_pans, so you can check that out. It'll be linked in the description box. It's also linked on my other Instagram account if you'll follow me on there, just in case you're interested. Now for mascara, we have the KVD Go Big or Go Home mascara. I've used this 20 times in the past month. I'm still really enjoying it. I think it might be getting to the end now. It's starting to get a bit dry. It's starting to get a bit used up. I'm not sure, but I'm going to keep using it. I am really enjoying it. I think it does wonders for my lashes. I really enjoy it. Then we have the Benefit Ka-Brow. I've used this 14 times in the past month. It's got a pretty heavy dent in there, but I still don't think I'm anywhere near hitting pan, and it's starting to dry up pretty badly. I'm thinking that at the end of this year, once I finish this project pan, I'm probably going to get rid of this. I'll keep using it for now. I've got it in my brows today. I'm going to keep using it, but it is getting a bit old. Now let's talk about lipsticks, and this is where you're truly going to see just how much I've used my browns more than my pinks, which if you watched me for a while, you'll know how unusual that is. But our first lipstick is the Soap Revolution lipstick in the shade Syrup, which is a brown, and I've used this 13 times in the past month. It's gone down quite substantially. Like, it's now the H in the Soap embossing is gone. I've never worked through a lipstick this much, so I definitely want to keep using that up, and 13 uses in a month is really good. Because it's a satin lipstick, I do have to reapply it during the day if I'm wearing it to work, so that helps, but 13 is a lot for me. That's probably the most I've used a lipstick all year. Then we have the NARS VIP Audacious lipstick in the shade Aubrey. I've used this 5 times in the past month. It's still not really gone down. This was brand new when I put it into this quarter of my project, so I'm not expecting to use this up, but I have been enjoying it. Considering when I first put it in, I was a bit concerned that it was too dark. I have found that I can wear it, it's not too bad on me. I actually quite like it, so 5 uses is pretty good. And then this is where it really falls apart. This is my pink lipstick. It is the Revolution Pro New Neutrals lipstick in the shade Velvet. I've only used this twice this month, and it's not gone down because, like I said, I've only used it twice. I think part of it is this is a matte, or like it's closer to a matte than the other two, and I've not really been loving a matte lipstick recently. But yeah, how the tables have turned, you know. I would never put myself down as somebody that goes for satin brown lipsticks, but apparently that's who I am now, so we all have to get on board. And then the final lip product is the e.l.f. Hydrating Core lip shine in the shade Joyful. I've only used this 5 times in the past month. It's barely gone down. This is quite hard to work through, just in general, I've noticed. I still love it. It's again a pinky tone, and I've not really used it, which is shocking. But yeah, I do still really like it. I've just been reaching for my browns, which is fine with me. And the final makeup product is the e.l.f. setting spray. There's not a lot left in here. It is down to here, which is pretty good going. I reckon I can get that used up in the next month. I've used it 11 times. I don't know if I've already said that, but that's pretty good going. I will continue to use it. I have found a couple more setting sprays that I like and that I think hold my makeup in place better. But in terms of hydrating my skin in between layers of makeup, it's really good and I'm really enjoying using it. All in all, pretty good on the makeup front. Let's move on to skincare, hair care and body care. So we'll start with cleanser. This is the Evolve Organic Beauty General Cleansing Melt. This is so almost finished. Oh, it just dripped on me. There is potentially 1 use left in there, if that. I will finish that tonight, I guess. I used it 9 times this month, so that's fine with me. It's getting used up. That'll be gone when you next see an update, but that's good. I don't think I'm going to repurchase it. It's not my favourite. My skin has been having a bloody nightmare recently. It's breaking out all over the place, like ridiculously so. I think it might be because of the heat, and I probably need to change my pillowcase on my bed, which is fine. I'll do that today. But my skin's been having a nightmare, so I've been trying to use like cleansers that will tackle that. So I haven't reached for that one loads because I don't think it does anything in that respect. So do with that information as you will. Toner, and we have the Pixie Glow Tonic. It's now down to about here, which is good going, but this is not getting finished up in 3 months. I remember when I put this in my project pan and I said that'll be gone in 3 months easy. No, it will not. It's sticking around, but I do really enjoy it. Works really well. Again, doesn't really do much to target my outbreaks, so I have been using different toners occasionally, but I do like to use that one fairly often. I've used this 16 times in the past month. Moisturizer, and we have the Bondi Sands Daily Moisturising Face SPF in... Yep, that's all it says. Oh my god, did anybody see that Bondi Sands commented on my last Project Pan update saying I'm glad you're enjoying the moisturiser? Thank you, Bondi Sands, for watching my video, but okay. Yeah, I do love this. I truly, truly do. I've used it 13 times in the past month. Like I said, I've been going out the house, going to the office a bit more, and wearing daily SPF is incredibly important. I think this is nearly done. Like, there's quite a bit of air in there. You can get these on Beauty Bay. I will 100% be repurchasing this because I really enjoy it. This was very kindly sent to me by them last year, so I doubt they remember it, but very happy that they saw the video and very happy with the moisturiser. Will repurchase. Lip balm, the Dr. Paw Paw Multi-Purpose Lip Mask with Natural Paw Paw. I've used this 6 times in the last month. I'll be honest, like I said, I've been leaving the house, going out into the world, living my life, doing stuff. This stays in this room, which is problematic. Because I keep it in here because I put it on before I film. Like, I put it on this morning before I started filming, and if I was at home working at my desk I would put it on more often, but I'm not, so it's not really being used much. 6 times, it's still pretty much just as full as it was before. I am still really enjoying it, I'm just not here to use it very often. Face mask, which I've left downstairs, which is fine because I haven't used it this month. I think there's about 1 use left in it and I've just completely forgotten about it, so I haven't used it this month. It looked exactly the same as it did last month. Yeah, not the best, is it? But oh well, it'll get finished. And then we have my serum. This is the Beauty Crop Avocado Superfood Serum. There is barely anything left, like it's literally down to about here. It's just starting to settle, you can see how little is left. I really enjoy this, I find it really hydrating. I've used it 9 times in the past month. I might repurchase this, you know. This was very kindly sent to me by the Beauty Crop a while ago. I think I might repurchase it because I really enjoyed it. The body oh, I'm sorry it looks so bad. We live in a hard water area, that means there's limescale in the water, and when it dries it looks like this. But this is the Body Shop Banana Hair Mask. Finished. Completely used up. Still smells like bananas. There was 1 use left in it, I used it, it's done. So I'm going to include a new hair mask for the next month. I picked a small one, so hopefully I should use it up. This is the Brave New Hair Keratin Mask Concentrate. It's a small tub, it came in one of my glossy boxes. It's strong, but it smells nice. I'm hoping it doesn't smell that strong when it's on my hair. But yeah, it smells nice. It's just a standard hair mask. Put it in, wash it out. I will hopefully get that used up. I have quite a lot of hair and I put it all the way through my ends, so I use a lot up in one go, so hopefully that'll be used. We then have the Elvive No Haircut Cream. It's been laying on its side for about 5 minutes, but it's down to here. It is slowly going down. I've used it 4 times in the past month, which I know doesn't sound like a lot. I always forget about it. But yeah, same with its little friend, the Biolage all-in-one multi-purpose spray. I've also used this 4 times. I can never tell how much is left in this because it's a clear liquid, but I use these together, but I often forget about them together as well. So yeah, these are just going to be in my project pan till I die, apparently. We have another finished product. This is my body moisturizer. This was the Mitchell and Peach English Growers Body Souffle. This came in a glossy box. I used it 3 times this month and then it was completely used up. So pretty happy about that because it smells like lavender and I don't like lavender. So I'm going to include another one for the next month. This is the White Grace Body Lotion in Orange Blossom and Honey. So I'm actually going to smell it because I don't know what that smells like. It's still got the seal on, so brand new. Let's see how far we can get through it in a month. I do use a lot of moisturiser in one go. Slather the stuff on. Ooh, that smells lovely. That's just unlocked a memory in me, but I don't know what it is. That smells like my childhood, but I don't know what. But yeah, really like that. That'll get used. Yep. Body spray, the Lynx Attract for Her. I finally found it. If you watched my last update, it was right after we moved house and I couldn't find a lot of things, but I found this now. I've only used it 6 times in the past month, but I do use a lot of it in one go. It still feels pretty full though. I always forget because I have my perfumes and I much prefer them. You'll see how many times I've used them. But yeah, I do enjoy this, I just forget about it. Now for perfumes, I had a mix of minis and I've only used 3 of them so far. So this is one of them. This is the little black dress mini. You see how much is left in there? Teeny tiny amount. We then have the Femme Icon. These are both from Avon. You see how much is left of that? Teeny tiny amount. And then this one I opened the other day. It came in a glossy box. It's the Commodity Paper Spray. I don't know what it is. Scent Space Personal. I don't know what that means. In total, these are the only 3 I've used this month. In total, I've used them 19 times because I cover myself in them. I use them before I leave the house, when I get to work, halfway through the morning, after lunch, halfway through the afternoon, before I leave the office. When I come home, I use these so much. And this commodity one, I love. It's only a small amount. I might have to repurchase it because I really did enjoy it. Like I said, I only wore it on Friday. Today's Saturday, but I'm in love with it. And finally, hand cream. This is the Body Shop Mango hand cream. I've used this 4 times in the past month. There is not a lot left of this. I think 1 or 2 more uses and that'll be completely done. So hopefully that'll be done next month. I do often forget about it. But there we go, that is my project pan update. Let me know what you think of my progress. I'm pretty proud of this month. I've used a lot of things a lot of times. And we've got quite a few empties. How many empties do we have? 1, 2, 3? We've got 3 fully empties: foundation, hair mask and body lotion. I think that's everything. And then we have a lot of nearly empties. But there we go. If you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up. If you like my content, please consider subscribing. I put up 2 videos a week and it's all makeup content, so if that sounds like the type of thing, then this is the place for you. But other than that, have a great day, an amazing week, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!